What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. I'm gonna show this off real quick just because I haven't shown it off yet. This guy says that the ghosts in here don't like upbeat and cheerful. When he was driving in the tunnel, he was playing some grooving tunes and the ghost moves slower. He thinks that the ghost can't stand anything positive. Well, I say bah to his ghost. Let's just walk through here. I ain't afraid no ghost. Woo, 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 go back. Go back, woo, 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 go back, go back. It's very spooky. And once enough of them rush you, you'll get pushed back to the beginning of the tunnel. So, he did say something about grooving music, driving them off. Who do we know that has groovy music that we saved in the last episode? The Runaway 5. So, whoops, adjusted my headphones there. Last episode, we saved them from their evil contract, and they offered us a ride to the next city, which is called Threek, but I will most likely call it by its Japanese name, and we'll get onto that once we get into the next area. So let's go back up and talk to the Runaway 5 guys and see what they're see what they want. Also, note that if you haven't gone to do your sanctuary location, none of the enemies will show up if this bus has been loaded in and they're waiting for you. So you might want to use that to your advantage, even though going through there is not really that difficult. Let's go to Threek. Our tour bus is too loud for any ghost to bother us. Do you want to ride? Hell yeah, we do. Oh yeah, let's go. Get on the bus. So, we'll just get on the bus, and here we go. Okay, guys, here we go. Hopefully there's a good driver. Oh, we already hit the sidewalk. Hey, sidewalk, get out of my way. Oh, boy. This could be a very sketchy ride, and I do love this song, too. As you can see, they have the Runaway on the side of the bus there. In the Japanese version, of course, it would say Tanzura, you know, just because of their Japanese name. I do love this song. Yeah, look at that. That's a cool looking bus, I gotta say. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if these ghosts mess with us in our funky beats. Well, it's chasing after us, but I don't think it's gonna be able to catch up to us. Up, and it just gave up. So we are making it through this tunnel, no problemo. It's kind of dark here. There we go, Threek Town. Guess we're here. Looks like we have to say goodbye for now. This town seems pretty gloomy, but I'm sure you can light up the place with your own little brand of sunshine. Well, let's hope so. It is a very gloomy place here. Hope to see you again sometime. Look for us to be singing at some theater in Forside. Alright, so if you couldn't already tell, all the town's names we've heard so far have been numbers. We were in One-Net, then we were in Tucson, and now we're in Threek. And let me just say something about Threek real quick. There's graffiti here. Just play it. In the Japanese version, the name of Threek is actually Threek. It's T-H-R-E-E-K instead of T-H-R-E-E-D. And I use Threek to name pretty much everything that I can name in games, like if it's like a town or something. For example, my Animal Crossing towns are named Threek, and my Minecraft world's name is Threek, my main one, and yeah, various other things. So I will doubtless say Threek a few times and not catch myself, so I apologize for that. It's just the localization changed it to Threek. Threek is so much cooler anyway. Alright, if we dig in the trash can, there's nothing here. Alright, now that we're here, I highly suggest going to the drugstore, purchasing some of the new items, and getting the Escargo Express to come pick up some things. I'm just gonna withdraw a whole bunch of money, like $1,000, because that's how much I think I need. You probably don't need that. Just go off of what I buy if you're playing along. There are two things in here that are very helpful. We have the minor league bat, and we will give it to Ness. Oh, we can't carry anymore. No. Alright, so we'll give Paula her item first, and we'll fix Ness's. Even though we're mostly going to be using her for PSI, it's good to help her offense up a little bit. It goes up by 10 too, which is pretty good. And yes, we can sell that for a little bit of cash. And we're good here. So let's give the PSI caramel to Paula. And we'll buy that bat for Ness up in his offense, because we do use bashes way more on Ness than we do for anything else. And 49 to 60, so 11 points. That's pretty good. And we'll sell the Sandlot bat for small profit, or small loss, and we're out here. There are some other interesting items in here. I might as well go over some of them. Hard hat we already have. Insecticide spray is a one-use item, and it does a ton of damage on insect-like enemies. For example, what have we seen so far that are enemies? Have we seen any flying enemies? I don't know if we have. I think it does a lot of damage to the black Antoids. And there are some enemies around here that'll do too. And we have the copper bracelet, but we're set there. I'm gonna use some of my money to call Escargot Express because we need to get rid of some of our items. And wait, you want us to store something for you? All right, we'll send someone over to pick it up, and I'm gonna put the rest of our money here, except for like $100 because we do have to pay the guy that shows up. But it's a small fee. I just can't remember how much it is. 442. So we have 100 just in case. So let's go outside and check out the town. It's a very scary place. What do you got to say? Zombies and ghosts are on the loose here. Welcome to Threek. Thanks, I guess. What do you got to say, you mustachioned fool? The headquarters of the Zombie Relief Corps is in the circus tent at the center of town. We want to crush the zombies, except I think they'll crush us. Well, you have a very pessimistic view. Escargot Express is here. And there's a few things I want to get rid of. Yes, we can pay the bills, only $18. Let's see. Definitely want to get rid of, well, nothing here. Oh yeah, let's get rid of the picture postcard. I don't think we need that. I don't even know if there's a use for it. And we'll get rid of the backstage pass as well, because we don't really need that. And one more thing. I mean, technically I don't need to give him anything else. I'll give him the, well, crap. I don't really want to give him anything. I guess I could give him the toothbrushing. We can get rid of it later once we have more time to get rid of the rest of it. Yes, and we're safe here. So, apparently there's zombies everywhere, and there's a tent in the middle of town that has the relief. This guy is a very interesting guy, and we'll talk more about him. Well, I guess we can talk about him now. Shh, don't talk so loud. What do you want? I've got what you need. And he's got a toy air gun, a bomb, bottle rockets, and rust promoter. And we'll go over these items once they become prevalent. I just want to show this guy off now. You don't have enough money. Whoops, I meant to hit B and not A. Alright, so that guy's going to become helpful for a certain party member of ours. There's a rumor that there's an underground path at the edge of the graveyard that takes you somewhere. When you get through the path, you'll meet a dirty, stinky, ugly, powerful monster. Oh, it's like my ex-wife, right? I don't have an ex-wife, sorry. I wet my pants just thinking about it. Well, it's probably because you're a little baby. This town seems very dark, right? The people are mostly living in the center of town. I wonder how we should get the town back from the zombies. Maybe we could help out. I'm so scared of the zombies, I spend all my time running from them. I can't even get home. Alright, so here I guess we have the Zombie Relief Corps. Let's go here and talk to... This is the worst circus I've ever seen. There's just 4 people in here. We don't get all the zombies in this tent and then... Why don't we get all the zombies in this tent and then set it on fire? We may all get munched before we have a chance to do anything. That's not good. How can we defeat the zombies? Oh, I just don't know. The zombies are slowly advancing towards the tent. Everyone, I repeat, the zombies are on the move. Thank you, Walter Cronkite. And that's the way it is. I'm glad you're going to help us, but you're pretty young. Hey, that's not nice. There is a glitch that you can perform here. I don't really know how to perform it, but I know that it can kind of break the game a little bit or just cause a very interesting glitch. I just don't know. I think that is the glitch where it kind of teleports you a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, there's something up with that corner. All right, so let's continue looking around the town to see what else we can find out here. There is one area that you should go to, and this is why I didn't pick up any teddy bears. Well, mainly because, like I said, I've played this game a lot, so teddy bears aren't really that worth it for me. Well, they are, but I could just get one here. And I'll show you guys where once we take out some of these new enemies. Do we have 1 or 2 new enemies here? We have 2 new enemies. We have 2 marionettes, Smilin' Sam and Handsome Tom. Smilin' Sam's not that difficult. He can, I believe he can like heal himself or lower your guts. A lot of the enemies can do that around here, which doesn't really affect the battle that much. However, Handsome Tom, the guy in the back there, he can put you to sleep. And when you're asleep, you can't do anything. Whoops, oh crap, I hit auto. Alright, so this is what happens if you hit auto. The game pretty much just plays for you, which can be bad and good at the same time. Oh crap, we're gonna lose Paula, aren't we? And we just lost Paula, great. So I accidentally hit auto. This is what happens when auto goes on, and you now get to see what happens when you lose a teammate. I'm just stuck here hitting the A button, trying to get this battle done with. You can't do anything once you're asleep. You'll wake up after a few turns, and at the end of the battle, you'll wake back up. But during the battle, you can't do anything while you're asleep. And now you get to see something that, god damn it, I didn't want to have to go over this early. And we got a tin of cocoa, great. Oh, and Ness leveled up, come on, that's bull crap. Alright, so yeah, you definitely want to be careful in doing that. And we learned Life Up Beta. So, fainting, or being incapacitated, or unconscious, that's what it's called in this game. Paula is unconscious now. Her body will still follow us around like this, like it's a ghost. It's kind of creepy. And here I believe there's a skip sandwich. The only way to fix this, for now, is to go to the hospital. And I believe they have a place in here for money, because it's a very pricey thing. Who do you want to see? I want to see Paula. Paula was just brought in and is still unconscious. Please pay $120, which is bullshit. That is going to be your most pricey endeavor if you have anything happen, and there is no cash dispenser in here. I'm going to meet you guys back at the hospital just because it takes a while to have this happen. While a teammate is incapacitated, they can't use any items, they can't attack, they can't use any PSI. They can, however, give and drop items as well, and you can check to see what the items do, but, I mean, it is just bad news all around. So, we'll pay to get her back, and she's back to perfect health, I believe. And, yeah, you definitely want to try to avoid losing any of your teammates, because it is just bad news all around. And if you lose Ness, you can still continue on, granted that someone else in your team is still conscious. Once all your team is unconscious, which is why you want to keep Ness alive until you get Paula, and you still want to keep Ness alive and Paula alive, but you get a game over screen and you go back to your last save, and I believe there's a skip sandwich inside here. Yes, I am very good at this game. If you go to the edge of the town over here, you can see another tunnel. The same thing happens with the ghosts, because there's ghosts in both tunnels, which is kind of creepy. What you got to say, old guy? I saw a beat-up old tour bus going to Forestside. We can't go through the tunnel. The band was really noisy, so the ghost didn't approach the bus. Must be great to be so happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I guess so. Stay away, Handsome Tom, or Smilin' Sam. I should have left that battle in because there was a battle text which tells me that there is an issue with Ness right now. He has the Ness exclusive status ailment. Ness is the only one that can get this ailment that I'm about to talk about, and it is very important that you handle it. The battle text said Ness was feeling homesick. If there's any line like Ness is feeling homesick, he's thinking of home or something like that, or he wants omelets, or he wants to see his mom, that means that Ness is homesick, and that can affect his accuracy and... Sorry, screen went black there. And how he affects, or how he battles. He can completely miss a turn because he's just feeling homesick. There are 2 remedies to this. One is to go all the way back home and see your mom. The other is to just simply call her, which is the easier one right now. Are you homesick? Well, I knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better listening to your mom's sweet voice. So, do you feel any better? Well, I better get going. I'm in the middle of ironing. Bye. And Ness got over being homesick. That is, once again, a Ness exclusive status ailment, which is, it's imperative that you handle it, because you could be in the middle of a big battle and Ness will feel homesick and not do anything for a turn or 2 or whatever, and it is just bad news. Alright, if you come up here, this is what I was talking about, why I didn't purchase a... Where is it? I know it's up here a ways. There it is. This is why I didn't purchase a teddy bear back in Tucson before I came here, because there's totally one right here. Now, back to the enemies of this area. There are a lot of new enemies in this area, and a lot of them will take damage from fire. This is one of them. The marionettes will take a ton of damage from fire as well. Though, this trick-or-trick kid is basically just a beefed-up Goomba. There's not really much to him, though you do want to take him out. He can do, I mean, his damage does stack up a bit, but I'm just going to go ahead and freeze him, because freezing does the same amount of damage as fire does, and freeze is a stronger attack. In fact, there goes Trick-or-Trick Kid. I didn't really need to use my Rockin' on Handsome Tom. But, yeah, there are some interesting enemies here. Most of them are weak to fire, though not all of them. I will point out the ones that do not take as much damage from fire. And Paula's asleep, but she's back awake because we're at the end of the battle, and I believe... Ooh, we got a tin of cocoa. Very nice. Very nice. It's just a condiment. And there's another enemy there. I'm gonna skip him, and I actually really want to go back to the hospital. Not getting back sprite. I meant to say back attacked there instead of back sprite, but hey, that's fine. But there is something I want to do real quick before we head on to the next area, and that is to go over to the hospital, which, where's the hospital? I've already lost the hospital. I had to go to it and get Paula back, so I should know exactly where it's at. And there's also weak enemies like the rope snake, or whatever it's called. Not the rope snake. Whatever the rope snake is called, or whatever the snake is called that we've seen before. Alright, at the hospital, you don't have to do this yet. You don't have to do it at all, but I highly suggest doing it because it will become helpful. If you come in here into this room and you check this drawer, you will get an insignificant item in the drawer, which, if you go and check out the description for it, it says insignificant item. It doesn't look like it would do much of anything, but ... Hang on to this. You can send it to Escargot Express if you want to, but you'll need it in the future for something else. But we'll go over that once we need it. I might actually send it to Escargot Express off screen. But for now, I've heard stories of a interesting area in the cemetery. So I say we go up into the cemetery and see what's going on. See if we can find some of these zombies. We got a teddy bear to help us out too. So shouldn't be too bad. And also, you can see there's a do not enter sign over here. But you know how we are with do not enter signs. So let's just go ahead and enter here. There's 3 new enemies here, and oh, that was not a back attack. So here we have the no good fly and the smelling ghost. Smelling ghost and the no good fly aren't that bad of enemies, but they can do damage. So I mean, they're just like regular enemies. They're both weak to fire, I believe. So use fire on whatever you can. I'm just gonna rock in both of them, and Paula needs to heal up. I'm gonna have her eat up. What did I need to pay attention when I'm doing stuff like this, because I keep just doing stupid things. If you click something that doesn't do anything, it'll say you equip something else instead. Wait, did we equip that or something? I meant to use the croissant. What's going on? I'm just lost as to what I just did. No, I'm not on... Oh my god. I accidentally used it on Ness because I'm stupid. And we lost our teddy bear, so Paula is in just danger of getting nailed here. While I just fucking mess up the entire time. I'm just gonna freeze the hell out of it. I think freeze does damage to it. No, it does not. Freeze doesn't do much damage to it. Don't use freeze on it. Use fire. Fire affects it. Alright, so fire affects both of those. Damn, dude, I am bad at this game when I'm not paying attention, and I misclick things. I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy down too. We're almost at time, but I want to go ahead and get this guy out of the way too. Here we have a zombie possessor. It is one of the only enemies around here that is not weak to fire, but it is weak to freeze. So just use freeze on it and we'll get good. And we are possessed. Possession is a very, very interesting status ailment. The little tiny ghost that's with us can make us solid. It can also do low damage. The only way to get rid of it is to go to the healer or get hit by an attack that hits the entire team. Not a lot of people know that second one, but yes, if you have if you're fighting an enemy and it can attack the entire team, that's bad news written all over it. It will actually get rid of the ghost. And this is just bad news. Look at this. I'm gonna try to skip sandwich through here. Where's my skip sandwich? Oh, we put it on the skip sandwich, and we're good. So let's get through here quickly. This guy, like I said, will not go away unless you go to the healer. He stares into your soul. There's 2 zombies just kind of in the way here. He looks you over. Huh. And that's all it says for now, and that's gonna be it for this episode. A lot of stuff happened in this episode. We're in Threek. There seems to be some sort of tunnel back here. We cannot get to it. These zombies are in the way, so I guess we'll just go back to town in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you then, and hopefully it won't be as rushed as this one kind of felt like it was, especially near the end. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.